Hey friends, my name is Heather Jameson, if you don't know me, and I'm a health coach, and I often help people with their gut health and their cellular health. Today I want to talk about something called costochondritis. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. Kind of a big, long, funny, awkward name, but essentially what it is inflammation in the wall of the chest cavity. So I have had costochondritis for a little while now, a year and a half. And I had it once before, when years ago, 10 years ago. I thought that I was having some sort of anxiety attack because I couldn't breathe very well, and I felt like there was all this pain on my chest. And so I'd gone into the doctor, and they ran tests, and because I had difficulty breathing, I did start to panic a little bit because that can be scary. So of course they wanted to run all these tests and make sure that nothing was wrong with my heart, and everything panned out okay. And that time, the costochondritis cleared up relatively quickly, and I was able to go on as normal, and I didn't really think about it again. But after I had COVID, for whatever reason, I developed costochondritis, and it came back pretty severely and pretty painfully. And I have spent about the last year and a half trying to figure out what could help it and how to function and how to not be in pain and how to breathe and different things. Knowing that I'm not sure why this got dark, so I apologize for the darkness. Knowing that costochondritis is inflammation of the chest cavity, I decided I needed to start by treating the inflammation. So I started looking for answers. I knew through a doctor I was introduced to, Dr. Barry Sears. He talks a lot about inflammation and the benefits of omega-3 and how omega-3 can combat inflammation in the body. And he mentions that we need to have a lot of omega-3, and we can't get enough of it from our diets today. You have to eat pounds of fish in order to have enough omega-3 in your body for your cells. The omega-3 will combat, it's anti-inflammatory, and then it's an essential fatty acid. We have other essential fatty acids that we need too, but one that we have too much of is omega-6, and that causes a lot of inflammation in our bodies when we have too much of it. It's really easy to have too much because of our diets today and the food that we eat. So too much omega-6s creates chronic inflammation in the body. So when I learned all of this, I realized, I think I have a problem with chronic inflammation. So the doctor only knew to give me steroids to help the costochondritis. That's all that they did. So I didn't want to be on steroids, but it had gotten so bad that I really needed a solution. I was having difficulty laying down and sleeping at night. I was having difficulty driving because when your hands are up on the steering wheel, it kind of compacts your chest cavity and makes it harder to breathe. Lifting weights and doing certain exercises was really painful. If you have costochondritis, you know it can be really painful, and there's not a lot of solutions for it. I tried stretching, and it helped a little bit, but then it seemed like it would just get bad again. And so what I did was I started treating myself with really high quality omega-3s that are combined with polyphenols. If you don't have the polyphenols, which come from plants, and in this case, early harvested olive oil. And so what the polyphenols do is they help the omega-3 bind to the cell wall, so it stays bioavailable in your body for a lot longer. You need omega-3 in your body every time a cell renews itself. So every time a cell is produced, which is billions of cells every second, you need to have omega-3. So I realized I definitely was not getting omega-3. So I took a test first to find out what my omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is. And I saw that it was really bad. So I knew I was probably on to something. Now I gave it about 7 months because it takes time for our bodies to heal and it doesn't happen overnight. I knew that I'd had costochondritis for a while, and if I was gonna try to treat it naturally, then it was gonna take a little while to heal, but I was willing to give it time. So after about 6 months, I noticed I hadn't thought about it. So I live in a city, and it can be a little bit of a drive sometimes. And so I realized that when I got home from a 45-minute drive, I didn't have pain, and I was okay. Like, I had forgotten about it. I'd forgotten that I had this problem, which means I, for several days, was feeling fine. I wasn't feeling pain. I wasn't having difficulty breathing. And so this has gone on now for another month past that. And I'm happy to say that my costochondritis has gotten significantly better. Rarely do I notice it anymore. And I'm just going to keep going on the path that I have been taking with this omega-3, because I am seeing a difference, and it is the first thing that has really, truly helped me with the costochondritis. So I took another blood test to see 6 months later how my omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is doing, what my omega-3 index is at, and it's gotten a lot better. So that shows me that my inflammation is under control now, and it's gotten a lot better. So I hope this helps you. If you want more information on the omega-3 that I'm taking, I might make another video about that, or you can check out some of my other videos. You can check out my Instagram. You can check me out at heatherjameson.com, and that's mostly my health coaching, but you can see I have a supplement guide on there of different supplements I recommend, and I would be happy to steer you in the right direction. My heart and my desire is that other people could heal their inflammation, feel better, get their life back, and not be in pain. So take care.